very recently and very sadly, a dear friend of mine passed away, and he himself was a musician. It wasn't his full-time job. It was something else he was doing on the side. But we had so many conversations, you know, when are you dropping new music? And he straight back to me, you know, when are you gonna release your first mix? And I mean, when am I gonna release my first mix is still, it needs to be answered. But yeah, just knowing that he that's it, you know, he's not gonna create anything more, and even to know that he's not gonna hear another song or anything, I know that's sort of on a tangent, but it really just kind of reminded me that you got to do these things while you can, and if you keep kind of putting them off and say I'll do it on the weekend, or if you just listen to that nagging voice or that doubting voice that says, you know, oh, you're crap, or this is embarrassing, or this is cringy, you're too old for this, you know, you should have started when you were like 10. Just shut up, like just don't listen to it for a minute. And I'll miss my friend Raf so much, because he was that person who would just hype you up, so much so to the point where you did truly believe in yourself. And that's what's happened. And through his passing, I'm really trying to keep alive the love that he gave me and all of his friends, and to kind of get out of my own way a bit, because I guess we see how great our friends are and we want them to go for everything, and we just want the best for them. But then a lot of us are in our own way. And now that he's no longer here, and I can't see what he's going to do, and you know, all the things we talked about that we would do together, all the traveling, and him, you know, being a world tour and getting a PhD, all this won't happen. But if I can try, even in my own life now, just to kind of keep pursuing those things that bring me joy, the stuff that makes you feel like a kid again. Because it's very easy just to slip out of that and to listen to the negative, doubting voices. Like, I follow a lot of pages online, a lot of Instagram pages, and anytime there's like female DJs, you know, clips of them playing, often you'll see just comments about how they look, or that they're crap, or, you know, that it's all pre-recorded, and I'm sure that's also on other clips as well, but there's definitely a trend. And then what that does is so it kind of adds a load of pressure for beginners and people in the middle, because then the ones that you do see people going, oh wow, she's amazing, they're, you know, doing it decades in some cases. You know, I think there's definitely a bit of an edge, you know, if you are a female DJ. I think you can make it work for you. But I think really, again, I don't know, and this is just my feeling on it. I think that it's maybe not so much about whether you're a female, about if you are a female DJ or not. It's kind of knowing who you are as a person, and kind of what sound you would like to have. Not that I would know mine, but yeah. Because if you are a girl, on whatever way you look, you know, people always like to comment on whatever, either you're too girly or not girly enough, or you're dressing too sexy, you know, or not sexy enough, that kind of thing. I think people are naturally going to, like let's say you've someone, they look really, really girly, you know, and they've all, you know, lashes, nails and everything, and then they get up and they start DJing. I think there is definitely a risk that people would say, oh, she's only getting these gigs because of the way she looks, or something like that, you know. And then I guess then that sort of sets a weird it sets a weird standard where if you are a girl, perhaps to mitigate against this, you feel like you have to be really, 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 really good, so that it doesn't matter what you look like, at least your skills, you know, are undoubtable. But that's the really kind of crappy thing about it, is some people don't want to get really, really, really good. They just want to do it to have fun. But again, I think that there is a really good community in Dublin. There is a collective, a friend of mine told me about, called Honeypot, and they're on Instagram. I myself, I'm still too much of a chicken. I haven't reached out, but they seem like a really, really welcoming space. So I think that kind of issue that might happen where girls feel like they need to be even better, I think that might just be isolated to social media, because social media is quite a toxic place at times.